Just for fun, I pulled another crate of music over here, and what I was trying to capture when I was pulling this stuff is this vibe that we were getting probably between about 1988 and 1992. When I think about music, I think about before Nirvana and after Nirvana. This stuff is before Nirvana, and I don't even really know what to call it. It's like mainstream house, very dance stuff. Some of it's kind of techno, a lot of it's got rap in it. It was just really good dance club music from the late 80s and early 90s. And it was a great vibe. I loved being a part of this as not only a DJ but a club goer. This was some of the best music. Let's start off with this track right here. This is Black Box with Everybody, Everybody. Now this was a pretty big hit everywhere, I think. But there was some backlash over in Europe about some vocal credits or something. Didn't happen here. We didn't care in America. We had a couple hits with them. Strike It Up. This is the one that I really like to play. But I have a problem with the version that's on this 12-inch. I prefer Strike It Up by Black Box on the USA issue of the CD Dreamland. It's got a different rap in it. It's the one we heard on the radio, and it's the one I prefer. I really don't like the rap. Believe it or not, I like the rap in a song. Yeah, me. I like that. Long time ago. It was a little different back then. But, yeah, great tune, Strike It Up. This one was really good, too. I don't know anybody else. A lot of this stuff you'd hear, at really good clubs. Maybe gay clubs. It wasn't on the radio a lot in all markets, but it was a good tune. You guys know this one. CNC Music Factory. Gonna Make You Sweat. Everybody Dance Now. CNC Music Factory had a lot of hits with Freedom Williams. This was the big one, and I still play this at events. It's pretty popular. It's turned up in movies and I think some commercials and such. But yeah, definitely part of that whole late 80s, early 90s dance music vibe. Here We Go Rock and Roll was another big one, but they had a couple. Things That Make You Go Hmm was another one. They had a song called Just a Touch of Love that was really nice too. I think it was on the Sister Act soundtrack. This one's fun. This is by an act called Charm, and the song is called Butt Naked. It's a cool song. And like I said, these songs kind of have a lot of house elements to them with the pianos. They also have some techno elements maybe, and some rap. It's real interesting stuff. Okay, CC Pencin with Finally. This is a big one. You probably still hear it in movies and such. It's a good tune, and it was big back then. People really like it. But it's not my favorite CC Pencin track. My favorite one I really enjoy is this one right here, We Got a Love Thing. If you've never heard CC Pencin's We Got a Love Thing, give it a listen. This is a real fun song. What do we got here? Oh boy. Crystal Waters with Gypsy Woman. Gypsy Woman. She's Homeless. This is a jam. It's a very different kind of song. It's very house. It's very club. And Crystal and I got along pretty good. Another really big Crystal Waters song is this one, 100% Pure Love. This one got a lot of attention as well. Now keep in mind, this stuff was getting played at the clubs, and you heard it on the really cool radio stations, along with things like New Jack Swing of all things, which maybe we'll do a video on sometime if you want to see it. If you want to see New Jack Swing video, let me know. I'll dig some stuff off the shelf. This is Kathy Dennis and D-Mob. Come on, get my love. It's, yeah, C, a little apostrophe thing, M-O-N, and Get My Love. Cool tune. Had a rap in it from Danny D, I believe. Double D featuring Danny, Found Love. This is a cool one. You heard it at the clubs. It didn't get a lot of radio play here in the States, but you heard it at the clubs, and I think it got quite a bit of play over in Europe. But it's a neat song. Give it a listen. Double D featuring Danny, Found Love. Cool tune. This is, believe it or not, Detroit Techno, Inner City. Now, it sounds nothing like what you may think of techno today, but back in the old days, this was techno. Inner City, Good Life. Big tune. And this one is my favorite. Inner City, Big Fun. This is Kevin Sanderson. This is, again, more Detroit techno. This turned up in, like, Budweiser commercials and stuff in the 80s. It was a real big song. I wrecked a 78 T-Bird to this song right here. My friend used to misunderstand the lyrics. He thought they were singing "We're having meatballs." It's kind of funny. But yeah, Inner City, Big Fun. If you don't know this track, please give it a listen. This is very house. Jomanda, got a love for you. The version you want to listen to is the Hurley's house mix. I really don't like the other ones as much. They're fine, but the Hurley's house mix is the one that we used to hear on the radio, and we heard at the club all the time, and I think it was even the music video version was the Hurley's house mix. Jomanda, got a love for you. Good tune. Please give that one a listen. Robin S. and Show Me Love. You guys know this song? If you don't, please give it a listen. Robin S. Show Me Love. Not to be confused with Robin, What It Takes and Sexual. This was several years before that. So give this one a listen. Great song. Great song. This is Rosella with Everybody's Free to Feel Good. It's a really nice song. And we got along really well, too. Nice girl. Here's one that's just an oddball, but I thought I would include it as a considerable mention. Wright said, "Fred, I'm too sexy." This song was so weird when I first heard it. I heard it on the radio, and I'm thinking, this is the worst song I've ever heard. This is terrible. It's almost a parody of itself. But I grew to love it. And it got tons of radio play, tons of club play, turned up in movies and TV and commercials and things. It's a fun song. It's kind of like, I don't know, the early 90s version of like Gangnam Style or something. It's just a novelty track, but if you don't know it, give Wright Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy a listen. There were twin bodybuilders who did that song. Yeah, whatever. Kim Sims. This song is called Too Blind to See It. It's that vibe. It's that house vibe, that dance vibe, the one I'm talking about. It's all in this track. It's a beautiful song. Give it a listen. Kim Sims, Too Blind to See It. When I first heard this, I couldn't hear it enough. I just fell in love with it on the first listen. Great tune. Another one that she does that I really like, and didn't really get a lot of play, was her follow-up, is this one. It's called Take My Advice. It's a good song. And that's Kim Sims, K-Y-M, Kim, and S-I-M-S, Sims. Kim Sims. Cool stuff. See? Kim Sims. All right. This is Snap. Rhythm is a Dancer. Snap was big. Real big. And this was, yeah, that house techno dance vibe that just blended right in with the rest of the stuff really well. You heard this stuff within the same sets, on the same radio stations, and they're all related in that regard, but they all do sound different. Snap had quite a few hits. This was the big one right here. It's called The Power by Snap. If you listen to one Snap song, listen to this one, The Power. Now, this one's special. Liddell Townsend with Nunu. There is an a cappella or a dub version of this. It's the one I played. It's the one I like to play. There's one that has full instruments in it and such, but the a cappella that just has like drums and a bass line behind it with singing, the vocals in it with the harmonies, it's gorgeous. Liddell Townsend, Nunu. In You, In You. Great tune. And let's see here. Technotronic. This was like, yeah, early techno stuff. Technotronic, Get Up. This was a big song. And I think it was on Revlon commercials and stuff. It was pretty popular. But the big one from Technotronic, featuring Felly, was this one, Pump Up the Jam. This one blew me away when I first heard it. Went out and bought it right away. Played it right away at the next gig that I did. Everybody danced. I could still get away with playing this at a gig here and there. Technotronic, Pump Up the Jam. It was just this vibe. I can't even describe it well. Again, kind of house, kind of mainstream, but or very mainstream. A lot of this stuff, not all of it, but a lot of it. But it was a really cool vibe that we were writing until Nirvana hit. When Nirvana hit, it was all over. But yeah, this stuff's pretty special. So just a little introduction to that late 80s, early 90s vibe. Hope this video helped somebody. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see me do more videos like this, let me know in the comment section. Be happy to do them for you. I do appreciate all of your comments and your likes and your subscriptions. Thank you very much. I appreciate you to practice and enjoy.